Tony Dagradi. Welcome to my studio, and welcome to the Artist Takeover of Jonathan Ferrara Gallery. For the next few days, I'm going to be showing you around my studio, demonstrating some techniques that I use with my altered book art, and sharing with you some of my newest pieces. So, with that in mind, let me give you the grand tour. Here we are. On the bookshelf, there are quite a few books that are waiting for their turn to be altered. Here's my work desk. I pretty much do everything from here. On the back wall, you could see the tools that come into play. Up above, there's a trio of Atlas pieces. These are new, and I'm very, very pleased with them. In the containers down below, there are more books and complete encyclopedia sets. I can use the encyclopedias individually or combine an entire set for a much, much larger work. On the opposite wall, we have groupings of, this is a grouping of older work from a previous show. And up above, another Atlas piece. And then this last grouping, I'm very, very pleased with. I feel that I have refined my technique to a certain degree, and I'm really pleased with the results. I think this is some of my best work. So thank you for joining me. Tomorrow we're going to visit my music studio, and I want to demonstrate what I do as a professional musician, composer, arranger, recording artist, and show how that impacts what I do as a visual artist. Please come back tomorrow for day 2 of the Jonathan Ferrara Gallery Artist Takeover. Hi, welcome back to the second installment of my Artist Takeover of Jonathan Ferrara Gallery. Today I'd like to discuss how my career in music has influenced my concept as a visual artist. First, for me, the music has a very strong visual component. When I'm listening or playing, I hear elements like melody, harmony, and rhythm as colors, shapes, and textures. I also hear the instruments themselves as different textures. And music has to be experienced in time, so I always feel I'm moving forward through a performance or a composition. And as I work on a book, moving from front to back, I see and feel the similar types of relationships and development as I go through the book. So, let's move to my music studio, and I'd like to share with you some of my musical projects and try to demonstrate other ways to experience music visually. Okay, so we are in the environment of Digital Performer, which is my recording software. And you see the 3 bands of color. The blue is saxophone, the red is guitar, the yellow is bass, and right below that you have a meter bridge, which when the program is running, you'll see the different levels of all the instruments. And in each of those bands of color, you see the different shapes, and those are the wave files. They contain the information for the attacks and releases and the dynamics of each instrument, but not pitches. Okay, so next I'm going to blow up the saxophone wave file, and we'll give it a listen. Here, I've blown up the saxophone wave file, and I'm going to play the track. I want you to watch the sounds go by and see how they're synced up with the attacks in the music. And you can also check out the meter bridge below and see the lights going up and down, and they're tracking the volumes of all the other instruments. And finally, consider that these are two simple ways of conceiving of music visually. Here we go. Thank you for joining me today. I know this was different, but I hope it was entertaining. Tomorrow I'm going to demonstrate some of my techniques and start a book, and you can see how a piece progresses in its early stages. Hope to see you then. Hi, I'm Tony Dagradi. Welcome to day 3 of the Jonathan Ferrara Gallery Artist Takeover. Today I'll be working on a book and demonstrating some of my techniques. The book we'll be working on is about King Tut. It was published in 1963, so it's over 50 years old. And as you can see, I've cut out the opening already to create a frame effect. And I've harvested the images from the book that I intend to use in my composition. The basic premise is to start with one image, then cut all around it as I go deeper into the book, then add another image and then go deeper, and then add another image until the composition is complete. So, let's get started. I've set up the camera above the work area, and I'm going to glue my first piece in. Here it is. I'm going to position it and use a brush with matte varnish to secure it in place. And that's just my first move. Then I'll trim it. And the first piece is in position. The next step is to cut all around the image. Okay, the first piece is in, and as you can see, it's a very time-consuming process. I'm going to position my next piece somewhere around there, and I'll glue it in and start cutting. But I'm also going to switch to time-lapse video so that hopefully you can see the evolution of this composition in a little speedier manner. Thank you for joining me. I really enjoyed sharing my work and my methods with you. And if you'd like to see more, go to the Jonathan Ferrara Gallery website. Stay safe, everyone.